Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 179. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Wednesday inspiration and also motivation. So today, I want to talk about when you're determined, no one can stop you. I'm going to delve into this a little bit because sometimes we don't even realize our own power, and we don't fully grasp that we are in control of our own destinies. We forget how powerful our minds are and what we're really capable of. And I'm recording this podcast because people will try to slow you down from achieving greatness. And when you're determined to be great, no one can stop you. You determine how much you want it and how far you want to go. And people's opinions of your goals and dreams don't matter if they're not supporting the cause. And you should always go after what you want and let no one stop you. Because too many times in life we doubt ourselves and never reach our fullest potential. And too many times in life we stop ourselves because of a lack of confidence and feeling insecure. I'm here to tell you, don't let anyone deter you. Please don't. If I would have listened to a lot of things over the past few years, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I want you guys to know that if you're not getting positive affirmations and support, don't even worry about the negativity. Because people will always think you're crazy or they don't think you can achieve certain things. But remember, most people that doubt you are the same exact ones who have no purpose in their lives. They have no ambition, no drive, no motivation, and they do the same exact monotonous things day after day. So continue to think about the end goal of where you want to be, and you'll definitely get there. Because people will say, well, yeah, that sounds great, but you can't make money off of that. Or no, you can't have that type of career or anything like that. You know how many times I hear people say, like, being a writer and being an author will get you nowhere, and, the average book only sells 2,000 copies in its lifetime, and, you see all that stuff and you're just like, yeah, okay. And for me, I don't care about the whole bestseller status and all that stuff. Like, that's just like, okay, great, that's cute. But just think of your life, right? I want you to take a moment and think about your life. I want you to think of how many times you have wanted to do something and there has always been someone who had something negative to say, someone who doubted you, or someone who said, oh, I don't think you can do this, or I don't think you can do that, right? Quite sure it's happened at least 1 or 2 times in your life. Maybe it's happened to you many times, right? But when you have a purpose in your life and you have a passion, no one's really going to be able to stop you. No one's going to be able to say, all right, well, you determine your journey and you can only stop yourself. Don't let negativity creep in your mind, because the minute you do that, man, oh man, that's a loss that you're going to take mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So you got to have that mental drive to be the best version of yourself first, and also the best version of who you really can be in the near future. So I want you guys to know that nothing in life comes easy. No journey is easy. There's never really any overnight success. And the minute people say negative things to you, that's when you're gonna start doubting yourself too. You don't need that. So keep the positivity around you and really push out that negativity as best as you can. And I really don't care who it is. It can be your best friend, your parent, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your third cousin. I don't care. 'Cause a lot of people achieve success with the right people around them. And I'm not saying you need like 20 to 30 people. I'm saying you probably need about 3 to 5 people that really believe in you. And within that 3 to 5 people in that group, in that circle, you guys push each other and you motivate each other to get to where you need to be. Do I have a circle like that? No, not really. But I know that I can push myself. And I know that the work that I'm doing is actually pushing other people to do what they need to do for themselves too. They may not tell me, and that's okay. That's fine. But if you're motivating and inspiring other people, you can forget it, because then you're pushing them to get to a place where no one can stop them either. And when you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. And you're going to do the work, and you're going to grind, and you're going to work, and you're going to just continuously get to where you need to be. And yes, you'll need to take breaks, and yes, you'll need the rest time, and yes, you'll need to recuperate, and yes, you'll need to recalibrate your mind. That's okay. That's fine. Do that. But keep going. Don't give up on something that you truly love. Look at the landscape of the way the music industry is changing right now. Look at how many artists are not even going down the route of trying to be with the big music companies. Look at the writing industry. Totally changed. A lot of people are going the self-publishing route after trying to get an agent, after trying to get a publishing deal. Most people go down the road and go down their own road, carve their own path, and they go the self-publishing route. Look at how many people are starting their own businesses in today's world. Astronomical numbers in how many people are doing LLCs and really starting their own brands and doing their own things. So look at all of those examples of people, and they are all people that are just like you. Don't look at the billionaires and all that stuff. That's fine. A lot of them, there's very few of them. It's few and short and far in between. Some are very well known, and some pretty much, acquired that money and keep the money going in the family. People who have, access to the oil, they're always gonna have money. That's never gonna change. That's just something that's part of the world, right? I mean, how many, Mark Cubans and Richard Bransons and, like that, how many of those are you gonna come across in your life? Not a lot. But look at how many, people, are doing very well for themselves. And I'm not saying you need to be a millionaire, but if you're good with making $250,000, $300,000 a year, that's a nice little chunk of change. I'll take that, believe me. I don't care to be no millionaire. And I'm quite sure a lot of y'all that are listening probably don't care to be a millionaire. It doesn't really faze you. And maybe you're just like me. Maybe you want the $250,000 to $300,000 a year just to live all right and just to live comfortably. Now, I'm not saying like that's, my goal. No, not at all. I want to make what my value is. And I'm quite sure you guys want to do that too. But you got to stay motivated, and you got to stay motivated and inspired. And then when that kind of fades, that's when the consistency and discipline need to kick in. And no matter how much people talk to you, and no matter how many people don't support you, and no matter how many people just like and keep scrolling on social media and don't repost and don't appreciate what you're doing and any of that, that's fine. The people who know you personally, they're not going to support you, believe me. I've been on this journey for quite a few years. For those who know, you know. And that's cool. That's okay. You don't get to reap the benefits when I see my end results. And I am going to be traveling the world. And I am going to be doing a lot of things for myself. And I got to leave people behind, unfortunately. That's another thing. Got to declutter your circle. Trust me, you do. I've already started the process of cleaning out phone numbers in my phone and cleaning out my social media and blocking off people from watching my stories on Instagram. No, you don't get to enjoy the show. As Porky Pig says, diggy 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 diggy, that's all, folks. So when you're determined, no one can stop you. Trust me when I tell you. I'm determined as ever to impact people, start conversations, change the landscape of what's going on around us. For me, it's longevity and legacy, and I hope it is for you guys too. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm done for today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Stay tuned for Book Insight Friday. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.